Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to see on question number 6, 7 and 8 of the Computer Applications 2024 board paper. So here in question number 6 it is given that we have to define a class to accept the values of an integer array of 4 by 4. This is a two-dimensional array of 4 by 4 and we have to accept the numbers. We have to check whether the array is diagonal or not. And what is the diagonal array? That left diagonal elements sum is equal to the sum of right diagonal elements. So what is left diagonal? So these elements, the elements which are present on left diagonal, we have to add these elements and we have to check the elements which are present on the right diagonal and their sum should be equal. So if we see here, the left diagonal elements are 3, 5, 2 and 1. So 3, 5, 2 and 1, the sum is 11. And for right diagonal, the elements are 5, 2, 3 and 1 and their sum is also 11. So if the sum of these two diagonal elements are equal, then we can say that the array is an diagonal. The array is a diagonal array. Now let's go into the program. This is the program where I have declared the array of 4 by 4. This is the declaration of array of two-dimensional. I am taking input from user. These are the statements to take input of the numbers from the user. So we know that array elements start from 0 position and goes up to 1 less than the array length. So we know that array length is 4 by 4. Then our first loop will start from 0 and will go up to 3. Less than 4, that means it will go up to 3. Second, I represents the number of rows we are using in the array and j represents the number of columns that we are going to use in our 2D array. Now this will accept all the values row wise. Like first row will be filled first, then second row and then fourth row. Likewise. Now here is the condition where I am adding the sum of left diagonals array and the sum of right diagonals array. If we look at the question, we can see here that this is our 0th row, this is our first row, this is our second row and this is our third row. This is our first column, 0th column, this is our first column, this is our second column and this is our third column. So in left diagonal array, these elements, we can see that the position of row and position of column both are same. So first this is 0, 0. In second, this is 1, 1. Both the value of row and column element is same. In this part, the row and column number is same. And in this part, also the row and column is same. That is, this is 3, 3. So we can take condition as if I is equal to j, the value of row and value of column is same, then we will be adding it in our s left variable. So this is the shorthand assignment operator which will add the values of left diagonals and give us the value of the sum. So to check for right diagonal array, this is our right diagonal array first element and this row is 0 and column number is 3. For this element, the row value is 1 and column value is 2. For this thing, our row value is 2 and column value is 1. For this element, our row value is 3 and column number is 0. So we can see the pattern here that sum of these two numbers is always equals to 3. So we can use this condition to check and find the sum of the right diagonals elements. So I have taken this condition that if I plus j is equal to 3, then we have to add those elements. And if this value and this value is same, If this value and this value is same, then it is a diagonal array, and if not, it is a not diagonal array. Now let's see the output of the program. So we will be taking the values which is given in question only, just for simplicity. So first value we have is 3. So we can see that our array is diagonal array as per the sample given in our question. Now going to question number 7, here we have to define a class pin code and store the values of pin code in single dimensional array. So we don't need to take input from user, we just have to give the default values in the pin code variable which we can use, and we have to sort these pin codes according to the selection sort. So let's go to the program. So here I have taken the array name as AR and taken the inputs of all the pin codes which is given in the question. I have taken another variables I and j just for doing selection sort. Small and temp are also part of selection sort. This is the format of our selection sort. I will be discussing more on selection sort in upcoming videos. So please subscribe to my channel and keep watching my videos. So this will print all the elements present from 0 to last index of the array. Now let's see the output of the program. So you can see here all the pin codes that we took in the program are arranged in the ascending order. Now let's go to last question. Last question is our define a class to accept the Gmail ID and check for its validity. The Gmail ID is valid only if it has @, it has dot, it has Gmail, and it has com in it. So here example is given that ICSE 2024 @gmail.com is a valid Gmail ID. So here the condition given is Gmail ID is only valid if it has these 4 elements inside the string. So what we will do is we will consider this as characters, @ and dot as characters, and check if these characters are present in our string or not. To check for Gmail and com, we will be creating substring from our main string, and we will just compare this with our Gmail string whether it is present or not. Also for com, we will create small strings of length 3 from our main string, and we will compare it with com variable. But the only problem in this method is that if Gmail and com are present at any position, it will give us that it is a valid Gmail ID. For example, if Gmail ID taken input from user is like Gmail xyz com @. In this approach, we will be getting this also as valid mail ID. But this is not a valid mail ID. For valid mail ID, all these things should be present at last of the string only. Gmail.com cannot be like com.gmail. It cannot be like Gmail @com. This mail ID is only valid if gmail.com is present at the last of the string. So just simple, we have method in string to find if this particular portion is present at the end of the string or not, and that method is ends with. So here I have written program in both the approaches where we are finding character at all the position of our string, dot character at any position of the string, also Gmail at any position of the string, and com at any position of the string. Let's see output of this. So I am taking example which I explained earlier, Gmail xyz @com dot. So as per the approach we used, this is a valid mail ID, but in real life this cannot be a valid Gmail ID. So we need to use our ends with method. So I will neglect this portion and enable this ends with method. If our string ends with @gmail.com, then it is our valid mail ID, and if not, then it is invalid email ID. So let's see the output of this program. So now if we enter that same mail ID to check, Gmail xyz @com dot. So this will give us that it is an invalid mail ID. Now let's enter a valid mail ID. So I'll take example given in the question, CICSE 2024 @gmail.com. So you can see that this is a valid mail ID. So this is a ambiguous question, like it should not have been written that it has only these 4 types of conditions. It should be mentioned that @gmail.com should only be present at end of the mail ID. So this is the only method which we can use to find valid mail ID. So this is the correct answer. This I don't think this is a correct approach to solve this question. So this was all about our ICSE 2024 board question paper. I will be explaining all the chapters of ICSE class 10 computer applications. So please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any queries related to any topic, then you can ask me in comment section. I will try my best to create video of that particular topic and give my best to explain you.